Done. Like this technology. So, good afternoon to one and all. Now we are going for the third session, which will be delivered by the Mr. Sarang Daithankar, who is a deputy manager at production compliance at Hetero Labs Unit 3 in Hyderabad. Now he is going to deliver a topic on Industry 4.0 automation in a pharma industry. Now we will go for the sir's short introduction, where he is completed his MBA Operations Management from Sikkim Manipal University and BPharm from KBHSS Trust Institute of Pharmacy, Savitribai Phule Pune University. He have a work experience of total 14 plus years in the pharmaceutical manufacturing industries and compliances. He is now working with Hetero Labs from November 2024 as a deputy manager. Earlier, he was working with Arvindo Pharma, then Strides Emerging Markets, Bengaluru, Apotex Research Private Limited, Bengaluru, and then Dr. Reddy's Laboratories from Hyderabad. He's having area of interest in OSD, where production and quality systems, change control, CAPA management, deviation out of standards investigations, quality risk management, process and cleaning validation, equipment qualification, audit and regulatory compliance. Okay, he is having his research and academic contributions, where he implementation of e-logbook systems, which is now very necessary as per the new technologies in pharma industries, initiation of paperless manufacturing, EBMR and paper on class, new manufacturing module setup, and successful product launch at Dr. Reddy's Laboratories, preparation and review of PQR, QMS trends, and QRM and ORM reports, active involvement in a process important improvement and validation studies. Okay. Now we are going to listen by the Mr. Sarang Daithankar sir. Sir, now we can go with your presentation.
So, good afternoon, all, and good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, dignitaries and staff in the college, and all those who are live for this webinar. So, today's topic I am going to deliver on Pharma 4.0. So, this topic is inclusion of my here I am sharing my experience and what is the current trend in the pharmaceutical industry. So that's I made. So let's begin. So first we'll see the what is industrial 4.0 journey. So this includes all type of industries, and so in the first industrial revolution was started around 1800 century, where there were uses of steam and water as a mechanical energy to move the machines. The next second revolution was started where we are using the electrical power, and we are producing the fuels including petrol, diesel, and the industry was run by all these powers. Third one is where we have combined. It is around 1980s or 1970s. We can say more specific 1970s. So we have started combining IT and electronics for the automation in the production processes. Next, recently we are in the pharmaceutical industry 4.0, where the all the production facilities and machineries, equipments in the area are on the connected through internet, and It is complete automation where less manual intervention is required. It ensures more productivity, less quality defects, and it also helps to reduce the industry for the cost. So I will next move to the next slide. So what are the key components of the industry 4.0? So first one is Internet of Things. So Internet of Things means all the sensors in the equipments or machines in the areas will collect the data of the operation and maintenance, and it will be centralized. So next one is smart factory. So in smart factory, a smart factory is where data generated from end-to-end processes are interconnected. And so and so a best example is, for example, like painting in the automobile industry, or automobile industry fixing the car manufacturing, bike manufacturing. That's a smart factory. The Where pharma is also moving towards smart. Next is smart cyber physical systems, where this machine and sensors are interconnected, and where what happens, for example, I'm owner of the company, so I know, and I am having so many factories, so I cannot visit every factory at every time and every second, right? So in such case, I can monitor through the remote areas. For this, machines and sensors are interconnected, and the process in the factory is monitored at the remote location. Next is Internet of Services. So in this Industrial 4.0, so there are companies which are developing the software services, and they are selling to the customers, and it is enhancing the productivity, quality, and safety in the product. Next part is system integration. In the system integration is mostly, it's a purely business and administrative part, where your entire systems in the industry are interconnected, and they exchange the data to each others, and they will perform the seamless work. Next is cloud computing. Cloud computing is a recent 4.0 industry is a key trend. So I will give the best example. Now we are paying for the Google services. They are offering us 15 GB data in the mobile. So after 15 GB over, we have to pay monthly some amount. So where your data is stored at Google's cloud, and that data is safe, that data is accessible to you, and whenever you want, you can download the data. So that's a cloud computing. I'm giving the classic example. Next is interoperability. So here in the software reads information from sensor networks to allow for autonomous decision making. This is again one more example. Classic example is remote surgeries performed by the doctors, where doctor is sitting in one place and he is operating the patient for other country or other places. The eighth part is big data analysis. So the big data analytics is a system where a large amount of data generated in the industry are categorized and processed for the industrial use and simplification of the processes, and to improve the profit in the industry. Ninth part is robots. So robots is, all of you know, most of the industries are using robots in the various functions which humans cannot perform, or which are earlier. For example, I will give the steel industry. Steel industry, where you are manufacturing products with high temperature, where human intervention may cause safety cases. So robots will ensure the safety in this case. So this is one more in a component. And then last one is cyber security. So in the cyber security, as our systems and computers are interconnected, we need security of our data, so that our the data will be safe from our competitors in the market and from the hackers. So now I will move to the next. Uh, So, what is the need of Pharma 4.0? Why it is required? Okay. So, first one is, it will improve the efficiency and productivity. So here you will see the term data. Here you see the term overall equipment effectiveness means, for example, if I'm buying one machine which can produce tablets up to 10 lakhs per hours, but because of some manual process interventions, frequent stoppages, process gaps, it is running where I am able to manufacture only 3 lakh tablets per hour or 4 lakhs tablets per hour. That means I am losing some of the productivity. So where if I improve, where if I include the pharma in the, if I automate the process, if I make the process closed, closed environment, and it is monitored through softwares or systems, then I can improve the efficiency of the equipment. So use of new techniques will improve the OE of the equipment, that is overall effectiveness of the equipment, by 45%, and it will reduce the waste. Next is enhanced quality and compliance. So quality and compliance. Students, and I want to bring your attention here. So enhanced quality and compliance. See, nowadays we are the top manufacturer of the pharma manufacturing products, and India is the only second country which is having large manufacturing facilities which are having USFDA approval outside US. So, whenever we are manufacturing the product, we have to ensure our products are of the international specific quality, and data generated during the manufacturing of such processes should be compliant with the requirement of the customers and the regulatory bodies. So this industry pharma 4.0 will improve the enhanced quality, improve the quality in the product and in compliance level. Next is faster time to market. So digital twins and simulation allows for quicker process optimization, accelerating the development and the launch of new life-saving medications. The classic example recently is the manufacturing of mRNA vaccines, and it was launched within the short time because the COVID time, our country was shut down, and these digital models help scientists and doctors, pharmacists to develop the process, optimize the process, and increase the safety of the vaccine. And we could able to launch that vaccine within the short time. Normally, vaccine takes 10 to 20 years, 30 years for the development, but it was done in very short time. Next is personalized medicine and flexibility. Now we are moving to the targeted therapies. Example, cell and gene therapies, and where it requires very agile. Agile means it's a flexible, or the process where we can do batches with less efforts and uh, less reprocessing, less quality defects. So this will improve the pharma 4.0. Here technology will improve the personal medicine and flexibility. Next is proactive quality assurance. So proactive quality assurance is very important. So for example, I'm manufacturing a tablet, then I found some defect during the analysis or at the quality control lab, then again I am reprocessing my batch, so it will add to the cost. And it is in many regulatory requirements it is not accepted. So it is loss of time, loss of money to, and loss of regulatory compliance, and for which will lead to the observations during the audits. So in quality 4.0 there are tools, so where we can instead of working in reactive manner, means after the incident we'll process the data and we'll take the decision and we'll optimize the process, so avoid the reprocessing. So this is it, it will improve the proactive quality assurance. Now I'll move to the next slide where I am going to talk about the data and data integrity and MES, that is manufacturing execution system, a pharma 4.0 key tool. Okay, so now first I will talk about the data. So for example, I'm selling my product in some market like US, Europe, Australia, Middle East, African countries. They will not test each and every batch. Okay, so they will rely on our data, whatever the data we are generating during the life cycle of the drug, during R&D, clinical trials, manufacturing, marketing, which ensures the safety, efficacy, and regulatory compliance of that country. That means our data should be true, right? So for that, we are having different tools. That one of the tool is MES. Okay. Now I am going to talk about the data integrity. So data integrity is a very key factor. Yeah, it is affecting the audits recently in many of the pharma companies. They are shutting their businesses, or they are reducing the manpower, or they are facing the huge financial fines because of the data integrity issues. So data integrity in the pharma industry refers to the accuracy, consistency, and reliability of data throughout the entire life cycle, from the generation to the archiving. So I'll put some examples. For example, I'm going to submit. I have one ANDA, abbreviated new drug application, or a generic product, and that I'm going to launch in the US market. So I need to manufacture biosimilars of the existing NDA, new drug application. Then I will generate the data. Like for example, a tablet. A tablet is entry coated tablet, and that is supposed to deliver its effect at the lower intestine. Okay. So for that, at what time, what intervals, how much drug will be released, and what is the percentage of the drug. So that is all will be the part of the data. So what is the original manufacturer's data, and our data will mirror image those data, or will superimpose the data, and we'll see that how much our product is related to original manufacturer. So this data will submit to the regulatory bodies. So regulatory bodies will review, and they will give the approval. Okay. So similarly, during day-to-day manufacturing, so whatever the data generated during the manufacturing, starting from the cleaning activities, operation, maintenance, environmental condition, all the data generated will be attached with the batch manufacturing records, or the data we are going to submit to the regulatory bodies. So data integrity is a very key aspect. So I will quote one example for as a student during college days. What people will do in the chemistry lab, if this lab assistant will give you a sample, HOD will give the sample, perform the analysis of the citric acid given quantity, or perform the analysis, or to determine the normality of sodium hydroxide solution. So in that case, people will do the reverse data. Means student will what they will do, they will try to bring the results, whatever that they have performed during their day-to-day lab. For example, one solution of sodium hydroxide is given to the students, and its normality was 0.1 normal, but during the my practical, it was one normality. So what student will do? They remember whatever earlier it was done during their day-to-day practicals. It was one normal, so they will try to bring the reading in the burette of sodium bicarbonate, or whatever the agent you are using, and you will add the phenolphthalein, and you will get the pink color, and you say this is my normality of the sodium hydroxide. But actually, those were the not result, because during your lab day-to-day practical, you perform no analysis of one normal sodium hydroxide, but in exam it was 0.1 normal, and your results are failing. But in the pharma industry, I correlate this example as a data integrity. So data integrity means, for example, my tablet, aspirin tablet example I'll give. It is having acceptance of assay in the monographs as a 95 to 105%, and my tablet assay is showing 92%. But then people, what they will do? They will falsify the data. During student will do the falsified data, and they will try to bring between 95 to 105. So that's data integrity. So data integrity is a very serious crime in the pharma industry. So students should practice data integrity from their college lives. So they should perform actually what it is. Now, so I'll move to the next part, the Alcoa principle. So this is a very famously Alcoa plus principle is applicable in the pharma industry. So where A stands for attributable. So attributable means who perform the action, and in the attributable part, you should know who is performing the what activity in the industry. Then next, legible, readable, and permanent means, for example, you should use ineligible ink, and you should not do 4 to 9, 9 to 4, or 4 to 5. Means whatever you are writing, it should be legible. 4 should look like 4, 9 should look like 9. uh, that is called legible. The next is contemporaneous, where means record at the time of the action, means what when the action was going on in the industry, that time it should be recorded. The next is original, means the primary source or the raw data should be available. Then, for example, raw data available means you have performed some rough calculation. Those calculations should also be available with your final sheet, so that where the raw calculation were performed, the auditor should know. Next is accurate, so it should be free from error. Whenever you are writing, should write with the focus. Next, it should complete. So all data generated, including metadata, audit trials, must be present, and no data should be omitted or hidden. So some data should be is hidden and it is not shown to the auditor, is again a crime. Then next is consistent. So consistent, here I am keeping the this mouse. So consistent is data must follow the chronological logical sequence and maintain uniformity across all the systems. Means your activity you are performing should be in the chronological order, and or the instructions mentioned in the document. Next is enduring. So data must be durable and preserved in a suitable format over required retention period. For example, if I manufacture one batch and having shelf life of 3 years, then normally industry is having 3 plus 1 year. Means they will keep 1 year extra beyond your shelf life. So data must be in the durable and preserved. It should be preserved. Means over the period your ink is getting fade. It should not happen. Okay. Next is available. So data must be readily accessible for review during audits and inspections. So this is the Alcoa principle, data integrity. And you must have question why this suddenly in the pharma industry 4.0 this data and data integrity came. So this I want to bring to the student. So you should start practicing data integrity principles during your college while writing journals, performing your activities in the labs. So it will help you to bring the discipline in your work, and when you will move to the industry, you will not face the difficulties now. So next part is MES. So MES Pharma 4.0 key tool. What is MES? MES stands for Manufacturing Execution System. So what is the need here? So sorry for the disturbance. This is computerized system. In MES, we are having a computerized system to monitor, control, and document the manufacturing activities, and it is operate in real time, and it is interconnected with all the systems in the shop floor. So I will move to the next slide. So MES, Manufacturing Execution System, Automation in Pharma 4.0. So these students, I will try to make you understand how a pharma industry runs and how MES will try to bring the automation in the system. So I will take a few minutes to explain a typical pharma industry. A typical pharma industry flow is having we are having warehouse where raw material is stored, and raw material is received from the outside factories or the suppliers. Then next, this warehouse is having dispensing booths, sampling booths. So in sampling booths, we normally perform the sampling of the sample, the drug sample we have received, and we perform the analysis, and we'll try to check whether whatever the quality supplier is claiming, it is okay or not. So next to the warehouse, through the dispensing, the material will move to the manufacturing area. So in manufacturing area, if it is a OSD manufacturing, then it will the material will go to the granulation areas, or if it is coating material, then it will go to the coating areas. Then it will granulation will metal will move to the compression will move to the coating areas, tablet coating areas. Compression is the tablet compression area. Next, coating is the tablet coating area. Next, it will go to the packing areas, where there are two separate parts: primary packing, where the drug is packed into the primary materials like blisters, bottles, and the secondary packing, where the blisters or bottles are packed into the cartons, shippers. And next it will move to the FG store. That is also again part of FG stores, means finished goods stores, and that is also part of the warehouse. And from the FG stores, after the receiving the approval from the quality assurance department and quality control department, those assure the quality and test the product quality of the products, will product will be moved to the market. So apart from this warehouse, manufacturing, QA, QC, there are other departments, regulatory affairs, then R&D, technology transfer. You must have heard about all this. So this is the brief flow of a pharma company. So earlier, traditionally, what we are doing, we are receiving the material, we are recording the data manually on the papers. The same is same during the dispensing of the raw materials, then the same during the processing at the manufacturing activity, same in the packing activity, same during the FG storage, same during dispatch. So now MES is a manufacturing execution system. So that will bring the automation in the Pharma 4.0. So now I'll show you. The first one is ERP. MES first start with the ERP scheduling. So ERP is nothing but the enterprises resources planning. It is a software. This ERP may include the SAP. You must have heard about the SAP. So ERP is a software where we are performing scheduling. Scheduling means suppose I received orders of 1,000,000,000 tablets to be dispatched this month. So I have to perform schedule. That schedule will start when to manufacture, dispense the batch. So when to first is the review of raw material status. So once I receive the order, I will check availability of our material, whether it is available, whether it is released in the release status. All these activities are part of the scheduling. So, and here in the MES we are having business dashboard. So business dashboards is normally presented to the senior leaders in the company, like president, vice president, associate presidents, and directors. So they will, by seeing the dashboards, they can know the status of the materials, and what is the schedule of the batch, what is the schedule of the our plan, and how much plan we have received. So this is the first one, is scheduling. Next was warehouse management. So warehouse management is the where we are going to receiving the materials. Then we are performing the sampling, and we are sending the samples to the QC for testing. Then next part is inventory management. So a warehouse has to perform the regular audit for the inventory. So what is the material they are available in the area, and how much they can cater the demand for the manufacturing. Next is dispensing. What earlier I elaborated you people. So dispensing, again, earlier we are performing manually through paper. Now here we are having MES system, where we are having EBMR or EBOM. So EBMR is a E batch manufacturing record, and EBOM is a E bill of material. So bill of material is the nothing but the quantity or the formula of the batch which is required for the manufacturing. So a warehouse will check the demand from the production. They will receive the batch record, and they will receive the batch bill of material. Accordingly, the material will be dispensed. So earlier it was performed. Earlier it involves manual process. Now through MES, a person can do all in one click. So it's a time saving, improving the warehouse efficiency, then reducing the inventory. Inventory means suppose I am holding some material for the longer period, so I am holding the cost. For example, I can say the example of metformin. So metformin, active pharmaceutical ingredient, is having price of 80 rupees kg, and I'm holding the stock of some 20 ton or 30 ton, and I don't know when I will get the orders, next orders. So in such case, inventory management is very important. So I have given one of the examples, the of metformin API. So holding the inventory is holding the cost, and ultimately it is a loss to the business. So inventory management is also done through the MES. Next is quality control and process analytical technology and LIMS. So LIMS is one of the software, and process analytical technology is the system. So in process analytical system, method development is there. For example, for new molecule, you are having we are going to launch a new molecule. So for the testing of such materials, finished product, raw material, or the raw materials used in that product, we have to develop the testing methods. So testing methods, if I copy the original NDA, then again the company will do the case. So we have to develop the testing methods, and where we are using process analytical technology. This includes, there are softwares modulations, so where we can develop the testing of the product. And LIMS is a software. It is widely used in the pharmaceutical industry. In this LIMS, we are testing the materials through HPLC or UV analysis, or through Carl Fisher's analysis, or through loss of drying, LOD analysis. And all the data generated by the testing equipment instruments are collected to the LIMS, and LIMS will generate the results in the form of COS, that is certificate of analysis. So MES is again integrated with this quality control process. So normally earlier what we have to do, the warehouse will send the raw material sample, they will take the follow up, or they will communicate through mails. Sometimes some people are missing the mails or communication, and we are getting delay in the testing of the raw materials, and release of the material for the production. And was vice versa, warehouse has not communicated properly to the quality control department how much sampling they have to perform in this month, and how much samples they need to release within what timeline. So here MES will help you, warehouse and quality control, automatically through the software. So what is the plan of the sample, and what is the timeline for the testing. So next is, now MES is moved to the process area. So here first process area, I cannot directly start manufacturing, right? So in the manufacturing, we are having two key concepts, that is the contamination and the cross contamination. So in the contamination is your any foreign material or a particle is contaminating. So to avoid such cases, we have to ensure that our areas and equipments are in clean condition. So as soon as we have received the schedule, we will ensure the cleanliness of the area and the equipments. And this cleanliness verification is done through the, again through the MES or through the checklist, and which is a part of the MES and or EVMR. And during the manufacturing, whatever the area machine is generating the data, or the CPP means critical process parameters. So machine generating critical process parameter data, that is recorded in real time in the MES or EBMR, and that will form the data, or where earlier what we have to do, earlier what we used to do is we have to record the data manually by seeing the equipment HMIs or PLCs. Okay, so MES will help you to archive or retrieve the data from the machine, different sensors, and it will be transferred to the EBMR. EBMR, that is again I am saying e-batch manufacturing record. So next is now next is earlier what we have to do, we were recording all the data during the activity manually on the paper, and that paper will be piled up in the batch manufacturing record. So one batch manufacturing record is having 200 300 page, and that such case there was manual data recording, manual errors were there by the document writers. For example, if I say I'll give the example of the compression. Okay, tablet compression. So tablet compression are having many CPPs like difill of the compression machine means what is the depth of the die for where powder will be filled and it will be compressed under the punches, that what is the force required to such tablet. So earlier it was recorded manually, and earlier there is a chance that some people are may have not recorded data online. So such data they may have recorded in the backdate time. So again, that is a data integrity, because you are recording in the backdate and time, you are not doing it online. There may be error, and that error may be that your EBMR is having one limit of compression force 20 kilonewton for the compression of the tablet, and you are writing 25 kilonewton. So and the same data is presented to the auditor. Then auditor will ask how you are compressing the tablet at 25 kilonewton when you are having limit of 10 to 20 kilonewton. So what is the impact of that 25 kilonewton on the tablet parameters? Like for example, drug release or dissolution, disintegration, or the targeted drug release. For example, we are manufacturing entry-coated tablets. If your tablet hardness is more, then it will get delayed release of the drug in the your stomach or intestine. So now that recorded manual data is reviewed by the QA person, quality assurance person. So QA person, so additional manpower we have to hire in the quality assurance department, and one such batch record where 200 pages or 300 pages one person has to review means we need to assign many people. Then again, there are chances of during the review of such huge pages, that person reviewing the data may miss some key parameters which were missed during recording manually or which are out of limit. So it's a time consuming. So we have introduced EBMR in the MES, where if something is going out of limit, it will immediately trigger the alarms or notification or exception, where you person running the machine and person reviewing the data, like production officer or quality assurance officer, they will immediately get the notification, and they will stop the process, and they will the data it will be escalated to the escalation matrix, and action will be taken accordingly. So this is a manual data recording versus EBMR, and it will MES will facilitate it will remove the manual recording of the data, and it will automatically record the data, and it will help the compliance level. Now next part is machine HMI, PLC interaction, safety and critical alarms. So again, the MES is playing very critical role here. So during HMI, during my to student, I will bring to your notification. So here, every machine is having one HMI, like our mobile screen, like how we are using our mobile. Similar way, or touchpad, we are having one screen that is called HMI, that is human machine interface. Means we are interacting with machine through this HMI or PLC. PLC is a programmable logical control, and it is again it is having some display or it is having manual buttons. So we are interacting with machines. Now during machine training, some safety alarm is there are alarms in the machine which includes safety and critical alarms. So critical alarms will impact the product quality, and safety alarms will impact the safety of the person operating the machine. For example, one person is operating machine by opening the guard, and the machine is having movable parts, and there is a chance that person may get injured during the operation. So MES will immediately trigger this alarm, and this alarm is circulated to the operator and the senior level. So immediately action will be taken on the safety part and critical process part. So this MES will help you to a machine means for this machine HMI and PLC interaction with your means MES is interacting with your machine. So it will facilitate the safety of the operator, and it will monitor the critical process parameters or critical alarms review generated during the process. Now I will move to the next session. Next part, that is in-process testing, then CQAs and data acquisition system. So in-process testing means during the batch running, what will happen? We will collect the samples on the defined intervals in the batch manufacturing record, and we'll perform the testing, and we'll check the parameters. Like for example, I will again give you example, tablet compression, or FBD, fluid bed dryer, or exam. So in the FBD we are drying the tablets. We are drying the powder, and we are collecting the tablet. We are collecting the powder at defined intervals to check what is the level of moisture in the powder. So once we have achieved the LOD, that is the percentage of moisture appropriate for the process, we'll stop the process. For that, we need to perform in-process testing. So this in-process testing, we are having different instruments in the IPQC or IPQA lab, in-process quality control or in-process quality assurance labs, and this data generated during the in-process testing is directly connected to the EBMR, or whatever the data generated. Here I mentioned the data acquisition system. Okay, so so here I have mentioned data acquisition system. So whatever the in-process data generated by the in-process testing instruments will be collected by a data acquisition system, and that will again transfer to the EBMR or MES system. So all this system, I'm saying this is happening real time. So within the seconds, all the processes are interconnected through MES. Now I'll move to the next part of the MES. So quality assurance, EBMR review, QMS, process validation, CPVM, and APQR. Okay. Now, so here quality assurance is a key department in the pharma industry. Okay. So they will ensure the quality of the product during day-to-day activity, during manufacturing, after manufacturing, they through the review of BMRs. Earlier it was manual process, it was time consuming, as earlier I have mentioned you people. So EBMR review will on a quality assurance person, example, I need to review some huge data, and I'll go through the pages. So I no need to check each and everything. I just need to go and check the alarms, exceptions generated during the process, because whatever the earlier generated data is within the limit, and it is accepted by the EBMR. So I will focus on the deviation part. Deviation means something is not followed during the process, and it need to be addressed through the system. It is called QMS. QMS is a quality management system. So quality management systems, we are having different systems. For example, is a deviation or incident. So whatever the process not followed during the manufacturing is addressed to the deviation, and it will be initiated by the QMS team. It will be reviewed by the HOD, head of the department. Then it will move to the quality assurance department. Then it will move, if it is a critical, then it will move to the CQA, that is corporate quality assurance department. All the department will review the deviation, what will happen, what will happen during the process. If they are satisfied with the CAPA or corrective and preventive actions given during the through the QMS system, then they will be allowed to release the batch for the market, or else it will be under hold or it will be destroyed as per the QA QC recommendations. Okay. Now next I have mentioned here is the process validation. Again, it is a subpart. Okay, I will take a few minutes, or I will take 2 minutes to elaborate the QMS parts. So this is again students for you. This is again a different department inside the quality assurance department, where you will be hired for the QMS. So a quality management system person where I have to work on the change controls, deviation or incidents, then CAPAs, audits. So a person with good analytical skill, good knowledge of the process, and is thorough on the review process, means he's having good reading speed, good understanding of the what is he's reading, are more suitable for these QMS parts. So try to bring these qualities during your college days. Next is process validation. Again, is one more department in the quality assurance department. They will validate the process or analytical method validation. So in the process validation, whatever the process we are manufacturing is validated, and through validated process we are going to generate the control limits, and those control limits will be included into the EBMR or MES. So where uh, it will ensure your product is manufactured consistent and throughout the process. So I know I'm it's a time time is I'm taking time, so I'll try to move fast. Then next is CPVM. This is a continuous process verification. So CP in this CP it is a part of again process validation. So again it's a student, it's one more department where you can work. So here again, qualities earlier I mentioned it need to be included, need to be developed during your college days. Next part is APQR. So APQR is uh, this annual product quality review. This is the number of batches we have manufactured throughout the 1 year is compiled in one report, where how your process is consistent, how many deviations were observed, how many kappas were taken, how many changes you made in the process will be addressed, and it will be submitted to the regulatory bodies. Now next I will move to the engineering, environmental condition, and data acquisition system. So each pharmaceutical industry is having HVAC system or HU system, and it will be taken care by engineering system or engineering department. So here engineering people, background people are normally hired. So environmental condition means what is the requirement of the product during the manufacturing of particular product. For example, I require temperature condition not more than 25 degree, and RH condition, that is relative humidity below 40 degree 40%. Such conditions are monitored and provided by the engineering team through the AHU system, and all these data generated by this during the process manufacturing is acquired through the data acquisition system, and it is again sent back to the MES or EBMR, and it will compile all this manufacturing in process testing, final finished product testing. All the data will be compiled through monitored through a single system that is called MES, and it is real time based. So it will save the time, save the improve the quality efficiency of the machines, improve the quality of the product, and again for the cost factor it will reduce the number of manual interventions, multiple processes, and as top level management will can see whatever is going in the area or so in the factory through a single click. So this is all about the MES, and it's a key component of the Pharma 4.0. Now I'll move to the next slide, and it is purely for the student. Why this is matter for the students? Okay, so students earlier we are all the work is done in the pharma industry is on the paper. Now it is moving to the paperless industry. So earlier paper BMR, now we are maintaining electronic BMR, then automation, and then strongly focused by the auditors on the data integrity. So as your data is acquired on real-time basis, so your data integrity aspects are safe. Then this is again future readiness for the pharma career required for the it is a future requirement, or digital skills need to be adopted by student during their college lives. Now I would like to mention key skills a pharma student must develop during his college days. These are technical and digital skills. So you should be aware about the basic pharma manufacturing. So please try to try to get the internship. So it's government of India is facilitating the internship, and it is mandatory for all industries to provide internship to the students. So try to get internship. So you'll be aware about this manufacturing process during your college days. And then again, next part is what is GMP and data integrity. This Alcoa principle you should know during, you should read all about this data integrity principles. Then you should be aware about the basics of MS Office. Okay, so during our college days, I used to remember that when we were preparing the project for the BPharm third year, we were struggling to prepare one this project on the MS Office. So I request a student to be attend the courses. There are courses available on YouTube, free, or there are websites which are offering this basics of MS Office and sharpen your skill. So MS Excel again, it's a very important tool. If you are a master in MS Excel, yeah, or the pivot table, so you are in the demand in the office. Okay, next is Power BI. Again, it's a modified version, upper version of this your Excel. So this is again software course is available. Please attend the course. This big data analytics is again a course available in the market. ERP like SAP is having different models: metal management, production planning, quality management. Then your ABAP, finance. Then your HR related. So you try to get the certification courses from the for ERP's websites or through the SAP. Then AI and data analytics. So where there are so many websites which provide you the artificial intelligence and data analytics courses, which are of short and long durations, and this certification will help you to get a good job. Then cloud and digital systems. So cloud management, digital system management is again the courses are available in the market. So there's PLC and SCADA. These again certification courses are available on the PLC and SCADA. Please attend the PLC certification courses. Then you should be aware about the validation concepts. When you are going for the internship, please ensure you are aware about the validation concepts. Then learn MES Pharma 4.0 fundamentals during your college days. Don't waste your time. Uh, be when you are in the QC lab, your pharmaceutical analytical lab or your chemistry lab, please try to perform the analysis as instructed by our lecturers or professors, and try to work diligently during college days. So when you are diligent in the lab, you will develop the diligence in your the habit of diligence will come in your body language, and it will reflect in your job, and it will be helpful in your career development. Next is try to attend as many as industry webinars, workshops. So there are many softwares used in the industry. They are offering free certification courses to the students. Please attend the workshop and webinars. So it will help you in your careers. So now I would like to move to the question and answer part. Sir.
Okay, thank you so much, sir, for the giving very informative information about industrial, how industry is growing in a new way. So if anyone have any question, please post in chat box so we can discuss on that point. Is anyone have any question regarding Any query or any slide? Okay, I think everyone is understood your session, sir. Okay, thank you so much, sir, for delivering an excellent webinar on.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I would like to take this opportunity to thank Principal Amrutkar sir of Sir Dr. M.S. Gosavi College of Pharmaceutical Education Research, Nasik, especially to Tejasvi Madam. She was my lecturer in during my college days, and thank you, madam. Thank you, sir. Thank you, the staff of the college. Thank you, students who listen me patiently, and I can see there are comments, appreciating comments in the YouTube chat box. I would like to thanks. So here I would like to add some things. So there are you can I would like to share my number and or mail ID. So students who are seeking the this internship or other helps. So whatever help I can do, you please you can approach me or you can approach your lecturers. I would definitely try to help you out to get the internship or to for the job aspect or other things you require. For example, some student may require the APIs for their projects. So I will try to help you out. So that's one more what I can say
Okay,
that
thank you so
I
much,
want to
sir.
say.
We will. Okay, okay. Thank you so much, sir. We will post your contact details in a chat box or to the WhatsApp group so everyone can reach to you. Okay, from B side of our college, sir Dr. M.S. Gosai College of Research and Pharmaceutical Education and Research, Nasik. Uh, Please have the certificate for your appreciation, sir, for your delivering us very good lecture on Industry 4.0, advancement in your industry. This is your certificate, sir. Thank you so much,
Thank
sir.
you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Uh, those who are attending the webinar, the feedback link is shared in your WhatsApp groups. So after sharing the webinar links, post your feedbacks. You will get your certificate within a 2 or 3 days. Thank you so much. Thank you.
So shall I leave, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir,
Thank you,
wait
sir.
for a minute. Ma'am will, sir, wait for a minute. Ma'am will deliver some vote of thanks.
Thank you, Sarang. Very
Welcome, madam.
nicely presented your experience. And thank you for sharing your suggestion for our students what to do during their study. Now we'll move forward to a vote of thanks. On behalf of principal and faculty members of our college, I, Dr. Dhanashri Mai, feel privileged to propose this vote of thanks. The way of success is the way of continuous pursuit of knowledge. Webinar is one of the most popular way of gaining knowledge in recent days. With this motto, we have started a series of webinar. So today is the seventh webinar under this series. The title of today's webinar is The Next Era of Healthcare, Precision Treatment, Translational Research and Pharma 4.0. I'm grateful to the first speaker, Ms. Ayushi Thakkar, our prestigious alumni, for sharing her research with us. I also offer my sincere thanks to second speaker, Dr. Deepa Mandlik, Associate Professor, Pune College of Pharmacy, for sharing her expertise on inflammatory bowel diseases. Last but not least, I'm thankful to third speaker, Mr. Sarang Daithankar, for explaining his work experience with us and our students on Pharma 4.0. I'm grateful to all speakers for sparing valuable time with us from their busy schedule and enlightening us on new technologies and research. I take this opportunity to pay my heartful gratitude to Dr. Dipti Deshpande, Secretary, Director HR of Gokhale Education Society. I'm also thankful to Dr. R.P. Deshpande, President Gokhale Education Society, for moral support and guidance. I must mention our deep sense of appreciation for our mentor, Sri S.M. Gosavi sir, Director Establishment, Gokhale Education Society, for constant guidance and motivation. I'm also grateful to Sri P.M. Deshpande, Projector Director, Gokhale Education Society, for moral support and guidance. A special thanks to our beloved principal, Dr. S.V. Amrutkar sir, for enormous motivation and cooperation in organizing this webinar. I convey my big thanks to Dr. P.L. Pingre, Vice Principal, IQAC Coordinator and Convener of this webinar, for providing immense support to make this webinar successful. I convey my big thanks to organizing committee members, my colleague, for hard working for past few days to make this webinar successful. I mention specially thanks to our support staff. Without their cooperation and support, this today's webinar will not be successful. Finally, I'm thankful to all delegates for their active participation. I would like to mention here that we have got a huge response from participants, that for today's webinar we are having 1,555 participants, that is registrations we have got. So thank you so much, participant, for this such huge response. I'm sure that participants will have benefited by attending this webinar today. I once again thanks to everyone whose contribution has made this event successful. Thank you very much. The participants will get the certificates after filling feedback form, and the certificate will be released after within 2 to 3 working days, as we are having holidays coming. So after 2 to 3 working days, you will get the certificates. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.